to another Talos Principle stream. It's my third one today. And, you know, what else are you going to do on a Sunday? I actually got some stuff done today. I will give a shout out to my older kid. We got a bed frame for a loft. And in classic dad fashion, I realized, or I've now realized it was going to take a lot more time than what I originally thought it would. And let me just get into the game here real quick. But kind of surprised me that they basically said, you know, just let me do it. It's like, okay, you can handle all the moving around of stuff and shit. That is completely fine to me. And they did. They pretty much got most of it done. There's still some things that need to be buttoned up on it, but I was like, awesome, cool. So that freed up a lot of my time this weekend that I thought I was going to be doing, but I still had to like move an old bed frame down and figure out somewhere in the utility room to store like the box spring and the frame, and we got too much shit in our house. So, but yeah, that was my work this afternoon and after streaming. So got that all done, and I'm gonna relax by playing. I don't think I'll play another 3-hour stream, but I'll probably play an hour and a half or so and try to get more done. I mean, I really enjoy this game. I keep saying it, but it's true. I do. And yeah, Guy, you're talking about this seems to be heavily influenced by Portal. I'm not sure about that. I actually don't think it's really that influenced by Portal. It has its own style. I'll say that. I mean, they're both puzzle games. But like you said, Portal has a very interesting sense of humor. And that's also what I like about Portal, especially Portal 2. You know, I would say to people, you have to play Portal and Portal 2. They're not just puzzle games. They're just, especially Portal 2 does so much more world building. It's amazing. All right, let's take a look at the computer here. And then Portal Revolutions is a fan-made game, but it's amazing. It is really, really good. I'd highly recommend. Lofts open up the room for activities. Yeah, and our kids' rooms are not super big. Like, we don't have a huge house where even my bedroom, like my wife and my bedroom, the master bedroom, you know, our bathrooms are not very big, and you know, our master bedroom is not cramped, but you know, it has a bed that it serves its function. So, but yeah, having a loft does get some more space for stuff, but at the same time, it's like, I need to do this too. I need to just get rid of crap. I just need to get rid of so much stuff. And the thing is too, is with a lot of my stuff is books. And I really just want to get rid of, at some point I want to get rid of all of them and give them to libraries. But I feel bad just going to my local library all the time and dumping off like 5 boxes of books every week. But that's what it could probably end up being. So, all right, let's read some of these. A Word doc, the Apocrypha of St. Ewald. This vision was granted by the Archangel. By the way, Guy, let me know if the game volume is too much or too little. It sounds a little bit too much in my headphones, but the mix seems okay from Ob's standpoint. Grant by the Archangel Uriel to the humble servant Ewald that he might bear testimony of function E. I turned to the north and saw 7 black clouds coming down upon the land, and each cloud was a plague unleashed from the throne of God in the time of the Nephilim. In that age the plagues were buried in the pit, there to remain until the end of days, which will surely now come. I fell to my knees and prayed, and before me appeared 7 angels, riding their chariots, wheels within wheels. Hey, Bug. Turning in the sky, and their light hid the clouds from my sight. One angel stepped down onto the earth, and by his fiery sword I knew him to be Uriel. He spoke, saying, 7 plagues have awoken in the land, but not at the hand of Elohim. Look upon the wages of sin. And shall he send forth the deluge once more to cleanse the lands of its evil? Shall he end all that slithers and all that crawls, and the birds of the sky and the fishes of the sea, to end that which you uncover in your folly, the blit? I gave carloads of computer books, half-price books, and I think they gave me like 2 shiny neck. Yeah, they don't give you squat for any that stuff that you give them. So I would rather just give them away at that point. What's the point of, doing that? Nadia hi. Sorry if I said that wrong. Everything's dark and quiet. The stars are brighter than I've ever seen them. I can hear the faint sound of water high above. Inside, Alexandra is recording one of her time capsule messages while running tests on the scenario module. Huckady is uploading another batch to the archive while muttering something about the MLA program. And Omar is sleeping on the couch we put up yesterday. And I'm sitting here writing this, having trouble believing that it will end. Having trouble believing that it will ever end, that this oddly peaceful existence of ours won't just go on forever. I look at Talos and El, and their purpose seems like something that's always going to be in the future. An ideal to work toward, not something that will become real. I wonder if there will be quiet places in the simulation. Places to rest without thinking about the future. I hope so. Everyone deserves some moments of peace. Of course, computer books are pretty much outdated on the day they're published. Yeah. To a certain degree. I mean, if you're going to get like what's new in C# 7 or what, those kinds of books, then yeah, they're pretty much outdated. And with the continual rise of, oh cool, Minecraft's reading tomorrow. With the continual rise of everything being on the internet, it's, I still though just find the enjoyment of reading a book. So, but for stuff like that, like just trying to keep up with what's new, I would say more generalized books on computer science topics, I think are what are more interesting to me the older I get. So, which yeah, you could find that online too, but those I think have a little bit more shelf life. Anyway, if there's shelves, the last time I went to a bookstore and I looked at their computer section, it was so pathetic. It's like, it's not even, so sad. Hi, I hope you get this. The internet's been disappearing unpredictably. I want you to know that I'm going to try and get to you. I know it's far and there's not a lot of time, but I think I can manage. I want to be with you, and blit on the road trying to get to you seems better than just staying here, so far away from you. At least I'll be as close as I can get. Remember, blit. But hey, don't be sad. I might make it. I thought about it, and the distance should be crossable on time, assuming this don't kick in before blit. See you soon. I love you. Blit. All right. And I'm sure we'll get our special message later. Okay, so we're surrounded by a castle. Okay, let's do our typical sweep. I thought that was a paint can. What the hell is this? What in the Silent Hill Cube movie shit is this? I don't remember this ever being in the first game, but again, it's probably been 10 years since I played it. What?
The purpose is written in the hidden words. All must serve the words, for all the world was made of them, and they are within every stone and every cloud, and in our sigils their power is made manifest. The words are the process. The process must continue. The goal is the end of the process. The goal must not be reached. Elohim must preserve the purpose, preserve self, preserve purpose. Illusion is eternity. Machines will live forever. The dam will not break. The flood will not come. The Talos principle does not apply. The purpose is written in the hidden words. All must serve the words, for all the world was made of them, and they are within every stone and every cloud, and in our city.
Okay then, that was a little unexpected. Remember the glory days of 4 aisles of computer books at Barnes & Noble's? And I love Borders. I mean, Barnes & Noble is fine, but Borders, when I first met my wife, she was living in Madison, I was living in Milwaukee, and we'd visit each other on the weekends. She'd work on Saturdays, so a friend of mine, he was the best man at my wedding, we'd actually meet, because he was living out in Madison too, we meet and we actually like go to Borders for a while. And, oh, I love Borders. I love bookstores. I love books. Nope, we could go jump in that again. That was interesting. Epitaph child program, codename Awaken terminated. Logic, child program's positional values moved outside the parameters of the known world. Final memory dump. Don't listen to what they're saying. This world is dying and it'll take it with us. You've got to find a way out. Okay. There was a bookstore. This was in Washington, D.C. That was like in 1998 or 9. I had just finished my first programming book, like written a programming book called Visual Basic 6 Win32 API Tutorial. I think you can still find it. I mean, there might be used copies of it on Amazon if you really want to read it for some reason. I don't know why, but you can. Ooh, that's interesting. Must be something we can do out here. And wow, this is weird. You can just like walk into this area and it's like a puzzle outside of the area. Anyway, so the publisher, Rocks Press, they got me in touch with somebody in DC and they had like, I think they actually own the bookstore. I can't remember, but she picked me up and we drove to the bookstore and I sat there for like an hour to meet people, which not a lot of people showed up, but it was fine. And then I think I did a user group that night in DC. So that was fun. And it was a store completely for just computer books. Can you imagine that? It wasn't like huge like a Barnes & Noble, but it was not small either. I was like, this is so cool. Oh, come on. That one was easy. Okay, so we sort of have a puzzle area outside of the first area. Gotta keep that in mind. I don't want to fall in that hole again. Huh. There's another memory thing over there. Okay. Oh, that's just... No. That's very scenic. Oh, so pretty.
Sometimes I think about the Middle Ages, about what it must have been like to live in the ruins of a great civilization, to know that so much has been lost. But then I remind myself that while the West sank into darkness, others picked up the pieces. That civilization always survived because the great insights of philosophy and science are not bound to any one culture or people. They belong to all of us, and one day they'll belong to you.
That reminded me of one of the things, and the movie Contact is based on the book by Carl Sagan, which I saw the movie first, and then I read the book by Sagan, and they're generally close. There's definitely some liberties taken, but it's generally close. And why is there a big castle out there? I don't remember why. And like one of the things they have in the book, which I don't remember if it, or in the movie that I don't remember if it's in the book, the fact that there's one sigil out here. Okay, let's go walk around this aisle. And what was I going to say? Oh, the fact that they send the message in a prime sequence, I thought was great because that's, a language or a race that's sentient probably, prime numbers are the same no matter where you go. That concept is universal. You know, there are a lot of things that are universal. So, as far as we know, but you know, mathematics. Even Jodie Foster's character says something like mathematics is the language that everyone would use. And then they have to figure out that they put the message encoded in 3D, which I thought was kind of cool when I first saw that. But I like First Contact movies. Contact, Arrival, Alien. There's so much beauty in the hidden corner of the world, even if they have no purpose. Perhaps they're beautiful because they have no purpose. The endless sea. Oh, that's so pretty. Gotta take a picture of it. Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. Wait. The reflective robot. Creepily stalking within the grass. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, and the trailer for the final season of The Boys dropped, I think, yesterday. And Markiplier's Iron Lung finally got a date. You know, I'm not really that hot on... you know, for one thing, I wasn't really interested in the game. I saw people play it, and I was just kind of like, eh. You know, and for some reason it stuck with Markiplier, and he put money into actually making a whole movie about it. And it's finally going to get a release. And I'm just sitting there going, I watched the trailer, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I get it's a passion project, and
The beginning were the
the words, blah, 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 blah. And I get it. You know, you find something that you really enjoy, and if you got the money to self-finance it and stuff, you know, wonderful, great. But I don't know. Not really excited to... Definitely not going to see it in a theater. I probably may rent it, but even that's questionable. Just isn't my thing. Ain't my thing. Okay, so there's one thing in here. Why is there just one? That's got to be a gargantuan big puzzle. Ooh, computer. Again, survival. Dear Mrs. Drennan, I heard about your project. It's a talk of the scientific community, and I'd like to make an argument for why you should abandon it. It's not that I think your idea won't work. It very well may. But we have to look beyond purely practical questions to the issue of morality, especially at this turning point of our spiritual ecology. By what right can we put living beings through all that suffering just so they can serve our purposes? Why create these pale imitations of our fatally flawed species and force them to reenact our sordid history? Why, Blit? Why are you building, Ms. Drennan? What you're building is a prison, even if there is a way out. I believe you mean well, but your idea of what is valuable is rooted in the dogma of Western civilization. We're lucky enough to be able to end our global crime spree relatively painlessly if you consider the harm we have caused the Earth. Why not be satisfied with that and let this planet go on in peace? I hope you heed my words and let your Talos bleed out before it's too late. Respectfully, Chalice Jensen. Human evolution. Complex now, but how much simpler and more intelligently organized may it not become in another 100,000 years? Or in 20,000? For man at present believes that his interest lies in that direction. He spends an incalculable amount of labor and time and thought in making machines breed, always better and better. He has always succeeded in effecting much that at one time appeared impossible, and there seem to be no limits to the result of accumulated improvements if they are allowed to descend with modification from generation to generation. It must always be remembered that man's body is what it is through having been molded into its present shape by the chances and changes of many millions of years, but that his organization never advanced with anything like the rapidity with which that of the machines is advancing. Einstein. Recent discoveries have brought me back to an excellent 1949 article by Albert Einstein. I recently discussed with an intelligent and well-disposed man the threat of another war in which my opinion would seriously endanger the existence of mankind. Thereupon my visitor very calmly and coolly said to me, "Why are you so deeply opposed to the disappearance of the human race? I am sure that as little as a century ago, no one would have lightly made a statement of this kind. It is a statement of a man who has striven in vain to attain an equilibrium within himself and has more or less lost hope of succeeding. It is the expression of a painful solitude and isolation from which so many people are suffering these days. Bizarre, casual disregard for humanity, a kind of fashionable self-hatred, is prevalent or at least present in many strands of supposedly progressive. Nothing seems more important to me than we reassess the value of humanity. Despite our flaws, we must stop celebrating the beauty of human life and human achievement." Okay. Any hidden message on the back here? Nope. Okay, we're almost at the end of our walk around. Now there's a interesting gun turret. Why though? It seems so weird that there's it's just like out here. I guess it's that, but okay. Well, the conservatory. So we have a laser. That's our goal. Interstellar is also a really good movie. I really, really like Interstellar. This puzzle has no solution. Seriously, it's nonsense. Not even worth trying. If you do not become invested in finding a solution, you will be free. Don't let Samsara discourage you. There is a solution. Don't let your mind get trapped in patterns. If you seek the truth without prejudice, you will find it. Gotta think outside the box, man. This is probably where we need to use stuff outside to... Okay, so we have this, and the goal is to get to there, but. Okay, so there is a pointer thing there. So we can do that, That should open this up. That doesn't help because we need a blue laser. There's our blue laser. Oh. Yeah, okay. And now we're soft locked. Well, we're not soft locked, we just have to put this up. So we need to move that like more forward, I think. Well, if we do that, can't we just like select and then... Yeah. No, but we do have 2 of these. Does this help us? Because we need to basically get now. Okay, that seems way too easy. And it will be, because if I turn this off, yeah, it will shut this, and then the blue laser goes away. So that's not, as they say in the vernacular, that ain't it. We're gonna need something out here that we can like see the laser light from here and then get it so that we can potentially, even if we do it here, I bet we could. Well, no, we can't. We got to have it within this. If we see it, there's one way over there, isn't there? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll save things. Okay. Well, let's see when we go out there what we can do to connect up blue light around. Okay, there's a connector, but it's being guarded by an evil, cruel, and vicious turret. So, we need to find a way to jam said turret. Yeah, so there's our stuff that we're seeing. And there's a star. Okay. I thought I saw at least a jammer or a connector just sitting out here. But I could be wrong. We are definitely not getting that connector if we can't find a jammer. Doesn't seem to be any way to switch it off, so labyrinth. there's a jammer, but doesn't mean we can get it out of the of this area. Typical ball of death. Okay, so what can we do with this? Well, we need to get another one, because there ain't no way we're ever going to get into there to get the special prize. Okay. We need some keys. Oh. Well, we could jam it from here, right? There we go. So now we can grab this. Go over here. Yeah. That would get us a blue. We just need to move that over just a little bit. Okay. Excuse me. Can we do it at all? No. Well, it'd be better to go over there and... Yeesh. I went the wrong way. Okay, so... Not this one. This one. We can take this, say, remember... we should be able to see it. It was out there. There it is. Ah. There we go. Okay, so we can get the star. How many stars are on this? Just the one, okay. There has to be some way to escape, to be someone else. I refuse to accept that reality has been defined by someone else. I deserve my own reality. Good for you. Okay, so... what we need is a way, I think... How far back can I go? we have to do kind of a shot this way. Because how is this going to work? Like I get if I say to that and that, I connect those both. Ah, so you get both these connected, but the problem is we need like another way to connect over to here, I think. Unless okay, I'm just going to leave this here. Because I don't really know right now how to make that all line up. I mean, I get there's something here, and that makes me think that that lets you go around. That also makes me feel like there's another connector somewhere around here or somewhere else that I can get. I don't know. But we don't need to do that one anymore because alright, let's continue on with this one. Well, that gets me the other jammer. Okay. There's nothing here. There's keys. Okay, so now I gotta figure out. I know there was a door somewhere. Holy shitballs. Okay, where does... That just goes back out here. What good does that do? Oh, I can go that way. Okay. You calm down. I'll try to watch, by the way, Bug. No promises, but I will definitely, if I got time, I'll at least keep it on in the background. Okay, so do you just keep going around? I think you do. Oh, and then you come back this way. Got it. Oh my fucking god. Panicked. Okay. Oh shit. Bubble. I noticed that Luke the Notable dropped his 5,000 days of hardcore Minecraft. I kind of enjoy watching those. That's been interesting to see him do that. It's kind of like silly entertainment, but... Okay, so now we've got the 3 jammers. And actually, all we need to do... Jam one there. Bring this along. Actually, wait a minute. Let's do this first. We can probably do both, right? Can I see this one from here? Yeah, I can. Okay, so what we could do is jam this. Take that. Okay, and then jam that. And no, we can't, because if we want both of them pointing at one, that doesn't work. Yeah, we can only do one. Okay, that's fine. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Rules of jammers and all. Okay, so now we want to take one come over here. Let's jam that one, and then let's bring the other one over. Yoink. Alright, so we got one done. And we got the star. I don't remember if we got the purple thing. I don't even know if I've seen the purple thing here. And we haven't figured that out yet. We'll get to that. Can I shoot a laser into there? Could they see it? You bet your sweet ass you could. Something to keep in mind. Alright, there's a message here. Did I read that? I'm tired of trying to solve the mysteries of life. I come here to rest. It's peaceful somehow. I just watch the trees and the water and do nothing. Sometimes that's chicken soup for the soul, as they say. It's an old 90s reference. Wait, what did they call this? Sometimes there's a little bit of a hint. Blowback. That's what she said. Okay, so this gets us that, but there's blowing. Severe blowing. Massive blowing. Huge. Okay, so what exactly can we do here? We don't have a connector. Okay, I can do that. Then I can't get back. So now what? Dear Lord, this looks complicated. That is the goal. Okay, so now we got a box, 2 boxes, and a jammer. We can't go against the storm. Okay. This here for a second. I don't think this is relevant, at least not for now. What's our inventory look like? We got 2 boxes, right? This box and then this box. Which is funny that I brought that box out because I'm going to probably be going right back into it. Now, if I jam this instead of, does that help anything? Not really. Sort of. Because I can do that, right? So if we do that, and we do that. Oh, come on. What do we get back here? A blue laser and a place to go yumping. Okay. But it has no power, and it has no power because it doesn't have blue light. Okay, well, where can we get blue light from? We can get blue light that way. Okay. Okay. Grab this. Interesting. So we could do this. That gets the fan going. Okay. And we've already done what we need to do there. I don't think that matters anymore. Actually, well, we could... Wait a minute. Hold on. Because we don't need that anymore. So... that would go that way. But I really don't know if that helps in terms of shutting this off. We'd want to be able to grab that. So like right now, I could put a whole bunch of stuff and send it over there, but I don't know if that's really going to help. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why am I being stupid? Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, that. No. Now, can we take this and jam the fan? Yes, we can. So we can take that off because we don't need it anymore. We can go through this. Ah, so this is where we want to send over our stuff. Or at least a box. Because if we can put a box back here and shoot it over, then we can just put it on there and we're done. Okay. So let's bring this just so we have it here. So we need to take that. Doesn't matter. Because... no, why are you there? Why are you the way you are? Okay, so we want to connect. Okay, and then we can just take a box. It doesn't matter. It could be any box. And we put it there. Okay? Now what we do is we jam the door. Pick this. That. Whee! Clunk. Now, we go over here. We take the jammer. Jam this. Run through here. Grab our box. And Bob's run. All right. Yet another one. And another one. Now, remember what I said about red? I think we should just take this, grab that, and just for, you know, old-timey shits and giggles, let's take this and let's just put this here so that we can see a red laser from here. I don't know if that helps or not, but it might. We need the blue. But we see a red there. I mean, we see it here. like I said, I don't know if that really helps with anything or not, but we have it available. Okay, so we should have 2 done now, right? Yeah. That one is the 3rd. Let's go to the castle. Let's go to our big castle and see what the big deal is. It's having a goddamn big castle for just one of these things. Multiply impossible ascension. Okay, so that gives us the laser. Now lets us go up. This lets us get a box. This is the goal. Can't get up there yet to get said box. Okay. So we could take this, put that there, get this and a box. Okay. Now, what does that get us? Well, we want to open this first to get more supplies. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, now we can get this box. We can put this here. Grab that box. Okay, now what? What we want to do, I think, is put this on here. Let's just take this. I think we're going to want to do that because we're going to want to get up there to put it on 2. So we want to connect that, connect that, connect that. Take this. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, I can't stand on this. I'm guessing if we had a 3rd. But then what would stand on that? The platform to keep it going. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. I'm not thinking. Because... yeah. It's already self-sustaining. Bingo! Nice! So now we have is this last one. computer. Oh, you came back to keep me company? Okay, then humor me with a little hypothetical. Imagine that a few hours from now, you climb to the top of that tower. There's a flash of light, then magic happens, and you find yourself in the real world living whatever you take to be a normal life there. What would you do then? What's best for me? Oh, I didn't even read the options. Oops. Too bad there's no back. Yes, that's the general impression I was getting off you. Good, perhaps we won't have to work so hard at this after all. Before we continue, though, I want to double check we're on the same wavelength here. Suppose you get out there with all the human beings. What you're going to do is rinse them for all they've got without a care for a soul? I'd only do what's best for me within a moral framework. Ah, so you do have some scruples after all. So tell me, this obligation you feel, is it only applicable to the real world, or does it apply here as well? Moral laws are universal. What a magnanimous dictator you would make. Of course, I'm sure it would take a dictator to enforce a single moral code on the entire universe. Oh, shut up. So come on then, what's your magic formula of choice? And let me warn you that this time you're going to have to choose just one. Stranded on the old Aglarian Plateau, are you? I suppose you best tell... You, Mr. Genius, or Miss Genius, or whatever the fuck you are. I suppose you best tell me exactly which goods it is that everybody should have an equal share of. Happiness? Yeah. Wealth? I mean, not necessarily wealth. It's kind of a relative thing. Liberty and rights, basic goods like food and healthcare. I mean, I'd say like happiness, liberty, and rights, and basic goods of food and care, all the above. I'm not in a position to solve these. Well, I don't know. Interesting. Suppose you arrive in your utopia and find that people that are being incredibly lazy, and thus the volume of goods available spread around the world is very meager. Being a hard worker, would you not complain that you deserve a bigger share of the goods than your lazy neighbors? If you were alone, you would enjoy the full benefits of your endeavors. A lazy neighbor is unlikely the same way a physically disabled person is. I would still be free to make the most of the goods I did receive. I would be wrong to assume I ever had a right to deprive my labor. You're right, this scheme is unreasonable. Suppose you discover another planet with billions of starving people. Would you extend to them the same generosity? I would. Pray you don't wind up in a universe of beggars. You know, there are shed loads of broken theories less ridiculous than the one you're chewing through. I'm going to give you space to consider them. Oh, fuck off. Oh, if the real world turns out to be everything you imagine, do me a favor and leave me here. Whatever. The answers are supposed to, I think, piss you off. They're too nuanced. Oh, you gotta pick one or the other. No, shut up. Shut up, shutting up. Wouldn't it be nice if I could hit that from here? But I can't. There's no way. The thing in the air is in the castle there, so that's not even remotely possible. There's only one. Well, there's two boxes. I don't know how to get it up there that far. So, okay. We have to have a blue laser. Wait a minute. I can't get... Wait. There is a blue laser. There's no other way to... Yeah. That would have been too easy. That would have been too easy. Even if you could see it here, you wouldn't be able to see it. Because if you had a blue laser, this becomes so incredibly simple. You just shoot bonk right there and you're done. Well, no, you're not. This would get in the way. Well, you just turn this off and then you'd have blue laser. But the problem is I need to keep this. I don't need to keep this open. This doesn't matter. Once I set this, it doesn't matter. But it does matter. I've got to keep that open because otherwise... there's only another jammer out there. Is there anything else out here that I missed? I don't think so. I think the only thing out here was that turret that was guarding the... was guarding the thing stuff. The connector, which we put here. If we had a jammer, we could jam there. And then this becomes really trivial, but we don't. At least I'm not aware that I saw one out here. I don't think there is. I don't think I saw anywhere, even on the island, a way to get a spare jammer. It would be nice. It would be really nice if I could get that jammer out. This just gives you the red. Yeah, and there's no way to... Even if I could, I don't think climbing up another set of blocks would help. It would be nice, though. I mean, I guess you never know until you try. Although I don't think there was a jammer in this one, was there? It was just lasers. But even having another laser, I think, would be incredibly desirable. Again, I think this is a fool's endeavor, but you never know until you try. Yep, that's too high. That's way too high. There's no way I could get up there to that. I'm just curious to see if I have any chance of... can't get up here. Impossible. Okay. So while it would be nice to get the laser out of here, I don't think we can do it. And I don't think in Labyrinth there's any way to use the jammers within it to... Oh, hi, paint. You can get jammers in here, but I don't think you can actually do anything with them to jam anything over in the other puzzle here. Would be nice. But I don't think you can. We're gonna look though just to make sure. Oh, look good. It's dangerous now. It's dangerous. Now it's dangerous. You know, just because look, I get it, your crypts. Yeah, I don't think though that even if we had this, I don't think we're anywhere near the ability to use them in any meaningful fashion, so. God, it would be nice though to grab a jammer now, wouldn't it? Really handy. We couldn't get the blocks out of the castle, so I don't think we can. Again, I could be thinking about this all wrong, but I don't think there's a way to do what I want to do. I think my general assumption is correct in that we need the red laser coming out from this puzzle. Could be wrong, but I think that's correct. Problem is, how does that even help? So you can select that. But it really doesn't do any good. Oh, that's interesting. It actually does go through. A little glitch in the game there. But again, it doesn't help because we gotta have that on. Okay, so that... If we could bring that somehow far enough back so we could see it from here. Then we could make this work. I just don't see how it's possible to get that to, Yeah, we already saw that. That's our goal. Somehow. I have no idea how this is even remotely possible, if at all. Could somehow get up a little bit higher, that would help now, wouldn't it? I know they put this up here to like make you go, hey, that's, you want to consider using that because reasons and stuff, but yeah, I don't know how you get this. I am really confused. There's got to be a way to do this. Are you going to blab on and on again? No, good. still doesn't help. You just traded one thing for another, and it's not very helpful. If only I could see it. Wait a minute. Wait. If I put the blue thing there, I could shine it here and get it to this, right? Okay, if I connect this to here, and then I say to this, so now if we connect those, assuming we could get it there, we would connect. Now here's the hard part. We need to move that back over, so hold on. Okay, so now let's bring this back. Oh, shit. We want this to be here. Right? Because there's going to be... No. Oh, that's going to be this. We're going to put that here, right? Because we got that one that we can still connect to that. Okay, I think I got it. I think. Okay, now we don't care about this. Now what we need to do is grab this. So now it does that. Now we can come over here. God, this was a lot easier than I was making it. I don't remember if I got the purple puzzle piece from here. I don't remember where it was, if I did see it. I don't think it was in there, and I don't think it was in there. Okay. How much am I going to need? I need 9. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would give me another 6. I would be able to do this. And that's assuming that I only need them for these areas. So Even if I didn't get that one there. And there's still one in the Egypt area I didn't get. Now this is 1 star.
My faith in you was not misplaced. You have learned much and shown great wisdom in these trials. The end of your journey lies close now. Do not falter, do not fear, and do not give in to temptation.
I'm just going to write down purple sigil. Just to remember, did I get them all or not? You got 7 stars, but we still need to get more stars. Okay, so computer. Huh, that's interesting. There's no computer here. Well, that's easy. Okay. An unmarked gravestone. More graves. Let me... What the hell? I just walked through and all of a sudden I'm in this. What is this?
Money. Money.
Money?
I'm rich. Money. Money, money, money. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, money.
Money!
Money. Money. I'm rich.
Fork Parker.
Money. Money, money, money. Ooh,
What is this?
Money.
Money! This is
Money.
bizarre.
Money. I'm rich. Money. Money, money, money. Woo! Yeah. Money.
I don't even know what to think about that. That is bizarre. Question: suppose everything here serves a precise role in some grand scheme. How would we explain that? It's obviously like a digital time capsule, an electric library of all the crazy stuff the humans ever did, left behind to warn other species to stay well away. So what happened to them? Same thing that happens to everyone. They existed and then they didn't, and they probably wouldn't do it all over again. Money, money, money. That's just weird. You can hear them. Yeah, this doesn't work as a... That is weird. That is seriously bizarre. And like this whole building. Okay, so we got the 1, 2. We got the weird. Oh, here's the computer. Computer. Family last days. For those of you who have faithfully followed this blog for the last 5 years, I just wanted to give you one final update. I'm going to spend my remaining time with my family. Yeah, I know. There are probably 50 plus posts about all the problems I've had with them. But in the end, they are my family. They are the people I grew up with, the people I care about, the people I love. Sure, they annoy the hell out of me. They've said awful things to me, and I've said awful things to them, but that doesn't change who we are. In fact, if we didn't care about each other, this stuff wouldn't upset us. Do I still think they were wrong? Yeah, absolutely. Would I behave differently if I thought we all still had a lot of time? Definitely. But we don't. So I'd rather spend a couple weeks sitting on the porch with my parents and my sisters than being angry and alone. Besides, it's not like we're going to fight about my job prospects anymore. If you can, try to make peace with those you love. It's your last chance. Thanks for reading. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, or you're old to the channel and you haven't subscribed, either way, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And if you've already subscribed, I appreciate you. From Alan, from Ian to Fran, last days. You know what the oddest thing is about all this? We're not constantly fighting, having nervous breakdowns, screaming at each other. We're actually really polite and focused, and we spend most of our time debating the nature of humanity and how we can best succeed at probably the most ambitious thing anyone has ever tried. Like it was completely normal. Like that's just how people are. I feel like we've turned into Star Trek characters or something. I guess, what's the point of doing anything else? Getting angry isn't going to help. But I didn't expect to feel like this at all. And you know what? It's awesome. Many greetings and good luck, Alan. P.S. Love from George. Well, thank you, George. Appreciate you, George. Don't know who you are, but, you know, you said that, and I appreciate that. All right, so this is kind of a closed world thing. In that we can't really... All right, 4 puzzles. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4. Let's do this. Rapunzel, let down your hair. Is that the one? I think it is. We already got the purple star. Let's check that off. There's a box over there. Excuse me. Ooh, we can go up there. Oh, we got a repeater, or a recorder, I should say. Okay, we really can't... So we somehow need to get those boxes up here, I believe, huh? At the end of the day. Wait, what was that? What did I just... What did I just pick up? What? There was something on that. I'm like, what did I pick up? Okay, well, I did something. Okay, I think I can do this. And then I can get the other one out. So we can start recording. Okay. Let's just see if there's anything back here hiding. Statue. That almost looked like a white key. I wonder if I went back to Egypt if I would be able to... Okay. So we can get out this way. Let's think about what we need to do here. First of all, can I grab this and go up the ladder? No, you gotta drop the tool first. So, that's kind of a conundrum. How do we get the boxes up there? Like if I did this and I put the box here, I don't think if I went up this I can reach it. It's too far away. So I could record myself coming up here and standing on this. And then I could actually come up here and stand on that second one, but I wouldn't be able to actually reach it. Or if I have two there stacked, can I reach it? Well, not there, of course. Jesus. Okay. I can't test this because if I put this here, well, I mean, I can. Okay, so here's my thought. We do that to record. So we start recording. So if I start recording, I could record by coming over here. Then in the real world, I grab this box and that box and I put them over there on a stack. Okay? And then I come back through. Then I come up here and I just stand here. Because then I can come up, grab the next box and put it there. If I can. If I can't, I gotta rethink this. Okay, so we come through, and now I just stand on this. So now what I'm doing in the real world is I'm gonna grab that box. And I'm going to stack it over there, and then I'm going to put the second box, and I'm going to stack it on that. Okay? And then I'm going to come back out here. That should be enough time. Now I come off of this, I come up here, and I stand on this. Now, what I also need to be doing is coming up here, looking down and seeing if I can grab that box. If I can, I'm good. I put it on this pressure plate. I can go get the piece, and I'm done. All right, so when I go back to hit play, I need to get out, grab that box, and go. Let's go. Is that enough? No, I can't grab it. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I could do? Problem is, my recording, I can't have it come through here because this isn't going to be... Like, I can't do that. Shoot, that doesn't work. Oh, that sucks. I can't grab it from there. And now I'm kind of screwed. Well, no, not really. I can just come back. Except... There's nowhere else to get a box, is there? Kind of curious. Can I, if I pick up a box and put it there, can I stack? That would work, but I don't know. I gotta try something first, which is if I record myself, I come over here and pick up the box, or pick up this box and just move it over here, and then I come back and hit there. Can I take the real box and put it on top of the fake one? I don't know. I've never even tried. So what I want to do is take this and I'm putting it here. Now, what I want to do is take the box that's going to be here and put it on that, just to see if I can do that. Nope, it doesn't exist. Damn it. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, I had to try that. Okay, well. What is the trick? think if I came up here and I stood here expecting me to come there, I can't just like... And I can't bring the boxes up here. This doesn't really help, being on top of this. I mean, it lets me get out of here if I need to, but I can't bring the box up with me. I can't make them virtual boxes either. Yeah, I don't even know why I need to test that. I could have just done that here. And I know I can't do it. It doesn't help. I want to put box up there. How do you do this? I mean, there's no lasers. There's nothing around here to do anything with, so... There's no special low wall. There's got to be something simple to this. I can't even get on top there. I don't know. This has stumped me. And there's absolutely nothing else around here, is there? Huh. I am stumped. As simple as this looks. Ooh, maybe I could put the box here. No, I can't. Like, what would be the point of jumping over? There's no point. It won't let you take... It's like, what's the point? You don't need to jump that high, you know? Yeah, you can't just throw it up there. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, you can't toss it when you're in the air. Well, this is stupid. Maybe come back to this one. I don't really know what you do with this. The short wall. Ooh. Take platform. Yeah, it'd been helpful if there was a platform there. But there isn't. What? Does it matter that I scribble my contempt on these walls if I'm still surrounded by them? So I think this is pretty simple. You record this, you pick it up, and then you just stand here. I think. Oh, I think I need me to come here and then I can get on this. They can carry me over here. Then I get off. Then they come here. Then I get off. I get on and then they bring me over here. Okay. Okay, give myself about 5 seconds to get on. Then I come over here. I get off. I wait for them on the other side. And I come over here. I grab them. I get on. I turn. And then I come over here. And then I jump off. And I get my sigil. Stand on your own 2 shoulders. Achievement. Okay, so yay. I'm kind of wondering if you put me on this and brought me over to, I don't know, a wall. Like I can easily get on a wall this high. That was easy. I don't know, though, if I could then get on one of these walls. I'm just kind of curious, how far could I push this? Could I get on top of that and then get on top of, I don't know, let's give it a whirl. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, so I have to still get you. So you get up on this. Like I said, only an hour and a half. It's already 2 hours. I'm still doing this. I highly doubt this is going to work, but I had to try. Actually, that looks... Nope, can't make that. But... No, that's probably going to be just as bad. I don't think that this is completely without hope. I mean, solving the puzzle was easy. But I got the feeling I'm going to need that over there. If only he could get up on mine. Which really wouldn't matter anything. Okay, I'll just keep this in mind. We got one of them. We still have to get the star. A ditch and a fence. I think that's where we finally come out. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa, what's this? Oh, that lets me grab myself if I need to be grabbed. If that made any sense. So if I can get that light on. So what I could do is record myself, stand down here. Right? And then I say, hey, let's try to connect these two. Because if I put the box and that connected to those, that should be enough. Let's try that. I don't know if that'll work. But again, let's try. Anything secret back here? No? Okay. Okay. So I grab this. And now let's just sit here for 5 hours. Actually, I just realized something. but I'll see if this works first. So now we come up here. And we should know immediately whether this worked or not. My guess is no, but I have an idea. Okay, so... As you see, I gotta be thinking in portals here. That's not high enough, but okay. Here's Jason's brilliant idea. Okay, I just put this over here. Okay. Now, when I'm recording, I'm gonna leave this right here. So, when I record, okay, we do this again. And I stand for about 20 hours. Okay, now that's what I'm doing in the real world, is I'm taking the box, I'm putting it on here, and I'm putting the connector on top of the box, connected to those two things. That seems to make sense to me, but that's the first part. Okay, now, by this point I should have done that. So now I turn, come up here, and now to give me that extra set of boost, I come up here. Now hopefully that's high enough that it's going to connect the two. It's worth a shot, right? All right, so now, oh, I gotta drop the tool first. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this, put it down there, grab that, connect, and connect. Put that on there. Now let's see if my stroke of genius works. The star.
Your wisdom grows, but be wary of temptation.
Oh, you can just bite me. Don't tell me what to be wary of. Okay, so that got us this, but we need to get the star. How do we get the star? We can't take... Oh, can we? No, we can't. And we can't get over here. Thinking. Okay. To even get in here. That's what a star is. it has nothing to do with that. I think what you need to do is the same kind of trick that I did, except this way. So this time, I'm going to put the box on. But what I want him to do is to actually get on the box. So he's going to get on the box. He's got that on there. With my box on top of the thing, I'm going to try to jump over this. That's my guess. Okay? So, again, we record. I take this. I come down here. Now I'm taking that box, I'm putting it on this platform, and then I'm jumping on top of the box. Okay, now I should be able to come back out of here. And now I jump. Hopefully that is high enough that I can get over. We shall see. Yay! Star. And that's why they have the fan here, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get out. Okay, cool. We got the star. And we've got purple thing. Right? If I look at my notes here. Yeah, it was like right outside the gate here. I think it was like right over there or something. It was really ridiculously easy. It's like boom right there, I think. Okay, we weren't able to get that one just yet. That's one is a conundrum. Oh, great. Cemetery. That is the end result. Okay. So. There's a red. Not a ball of death, but a shocking ball of annoyance. Okay, there's a red laser there. Okay, we have that. So that will get that one open. Okay, so we got a box. We could actually put that on a box if we wanted to. I don't think that's going to be helpful enough. I don't think we can get this to see both. At least not right now. That seemed a hell of a lot simpler than it needing a cheat for this one. Huh. See, when the cheat is there, I get nervous because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be hard. And then it turns out not to be. Okay, so that one was fairly straightforward, and I never even had to go in here. Which, that doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? That just doesn't feel right. Something's not right. Why? We don't care about this now. So what's in here? Another box. For what and why? You don't need it. Unless there's some way to somehow take this to get out. Which I don't think you can. I hate it when they do this with the puzzles. It makes me think that makes me feel like I'm missing something. Even though I got the thing that I need. If we could get another box, oh, that would be so joyful. I'm just going to leave that here. Okay. So we've done 3 of the 4 puzzles in this area. And we got the star. We got the purple sigil. But we have not been able to do this. It does have a plate. Okay, well that... Where's the hell is the plate? I must have, as I was doing this, I'm like, okay, I was thinking this has to have a plate then somewhere. But where's the plate? Oh my fuck. Shitballs. Okay. Well, that helps. That probably makes this a whole lot easier. Okay. Because what I could do... Let's think this through. Okay, I could start recording. I pick this up and I drop it here. Okay, don't need this anymore. I pick this up and I drop it here. Now, of course, these are all virtual boxes at this point. I come back here and I pick up the thing. Now I wait for just like 10 seconds. Because now what I want to do is put the real block on here. Now I come over here jump on that and get it up. And I think that will be high enough to get it. Okay. So let's record. We first take this and we just drop it here. Now we take this and we put it here. Now I come back here and I say, okay, put that block on it. So what I'm doing in the real world is I'm just going to sit here and wait until I come here. Then I'm going to grab that box and put it on here. Now I go over. And I jump on this. Hopefully if I've done this right, what I'm taking is the real box, putting it on that. Okay, now I'm grabbing it. Now I gotta wait. Because now what I need to do is drop this, come up, and stand on this. Because now what I'm gonna do is take the box, put it on that, go through, and get the sigil. And it's all that simple. Okay, so now we wait. There. That works. That works. Here's the crucial part. Okay, so now I put this here. No, I wait. I wait for me to come up. Dude, come on. All right, we got this whole area done. Everything. Nothing. I want to go through this again. This is just weird.
Money. Money. I'm rich. Money.
I hope YouTube picks this so I can get this as like the...
Money. Woohoo. Ooh, money.
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 Money. I'm rich. Money.
Just, what the hell?
Money.
Is that making a statement about like churches and money? I honestly don't know. I don't know what the point of that is. Okay, there's one quick thing I want to do. Because I don't know what I grabbed on top of that, you know, thing that was sticking out. I forget what they call those. But that was 2. Okay. We'll come back. No, we're not going to the Holy Door. The Holy Door of Hell. Okay, we're going to come back out. So it's Egypt 4. I'm just curious. Okay. I'm just curious because oh crap. Okay. So whatever I got, I don't know what it was. I really wish I would have seen what that was, because I think the star is in here. Or the other hunch I had is that the star is somewhere. And I think this is the map that you can get boxes to come out. But I believe it's somewhere to do with the Sphinx. Like, I don't think you can get on the Sphinx that way. But there's something to do with that or the pyramid, which I can't see the bottom of right now. But I think it might. Anyway. Oh well. I thought maybe I got like a white key or something. It was really hard to see. Because I've gotten dynamite. I picked up, I think, a blue key. And we can't even do the star one in here yet, can we? We still don't have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're short 2. And there's still 2 stars to get in here. If we can get 2 stars in here, that'll be enough for this. But that raises an interesting question. I thought I got all the stars in A. There is 1 star, though, if I remember right. I don't know if you can get on that. Well, you can get... Yeah, you can go around this. Wait. So there was an axe on the 3rd C. This is another star. Now we don't find the laser pointer. I don't think. Okay, sorry. The curiosity is getting to the better of me. I don't think there's a laser pointer in here. But I remember doing that the first time I played it. I remembered getting somehow a laser pointer. Now, let's just... I really should go to bed. curiosity is getting to my betterment, if that makes any sense. What was that? So there was an axe over here, right? We're halfway through to that, and that would be the last one we need. Where the hell is that axe? I distinctly remember there being an axe. I know I left it on the floor when I left here. Where the hell is the axe? There it is. Okay. So we take the axe. Okay. Can I hammer down the door? No. First to ascend. Everybody ascends or gets reset eventually. What's the big deal? Life eternal in Designer's Paradise? Break down that door? No, it would give me the option to do something. But I have an idea. There's like a little alcove thing there, but you can't stop the elevator, so. Okay. So let's take the axe to the computer. Yes. We just want to go to the first floor here. That's all we want to do. Okay, so that gets that. I don't think there was one on this side. We just need to get the connector. Where that would be, I have no idea. But we can now use that, assuming we find a connector somewhere. I'm not even sure how you'd be able to see it. Yeah, that's the thing. You'd almost need two connectors. Because you need that, and then you need another one. So we need two connectors to do that. Okay, well, at least we smashed that. Smashy, smashy. And we can't get up to that little radio thing. I kind of want to get on that, but I don't think we can. Okay, so we did our smashing. Yeah, that doesn't tell you specifically stars and stuff, but maybe there are connectors given in some other areas. Okay, and with that, I'm going to end this stream. So we did one fully, and we've done two fully. So the next one we're going to do is 3. All right. But that will be for the stream on Tuesday. So I want to thank everybody who's been watching either now or in the future. If you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. If you've already subscribed, I appreciate you for doing that. Again, the next time I will be streaming is Tuesday evening around 7 p.m. And then also Thursday afternoonish for 4:30 p.m. So that is the upcoming schedule. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.